All right, in the NFL world, it seems to be a little drama. Trey Henderson, or if I'm not saying his name right, correct me in the comments. I'm sorry, but it's a little drama. Bengals owner, GM, whole office really is saying screw you, even though he led the league in sacks last year with 17 and a half sacks, I believe. Yeah, so I just went to go check 17 and a half sacks, and he was selected all pro first team or whatever, however you say it. Anyway, Bengals, this is why you shouldn't spend 40% of your salary cap on Jamar, Joe, and Higgins. Now, that's a trio that'll probably last another 5 to 10 years if everybody stays healthy and will be very good. But offense does not win championships. Everybody knows defense wins championships. So pay the man. And if you're a Bengals fan or not, just an NFL fan, let me know what you think about this.
Do the right thing and pay the man what he's worth.
Pay the man his money.
There's a clear, exactly. There's a clear market for what Trey Hendrickson should be making. When you look at Danielle Hunter, both him and Trey Hendrickson are 30 years old. The Houston Texans did a really good job making sure that Danielle Hunter wasn't going into the last year of his deal being paid underwhelmingly. They gave him a $35.6 million extension for 1 year because that's what the market is for the top rushers. JD, you talked about it. Trey Hendrickson, you see it right there. 17 and a half sacks last season. 2023, 17 and a half sacks. There is nobody in the NFL over the last 2 years, JD, that has more sacks than that guy on our screen right now. Matter of fact, he has 5 more sacks than the guy that's in second place behind him, who is T.J. Watt. So when you look at what Trey Hendrickson has done, there's a clear-cut market for what he should be making in the NFL. I go back to what their executive vice president said a little while ago, Katie Blackburn. She said, it's on Trey Hendrickson to be happy at some point, and that Hendrickson should be happy at certain rates that maybe he doesn't think he'd be happy at. Well, I'd like to tell Ms. Blackburn something. The market is the market. What rates are you talking about? We just talked about Danielle Hunter making $35.6 million. They're the same age, and yet Trey Hendrickson has outpaced him when it comes to affecting and getting after the quarterback. The Bengals have handled this awfully, and they need to do the right thing.
At this point, do you want to be a Cincinnati Bengal?
Wow, that's a tough question, too, because you try not to let the business become personal. I think over the last week or so, it's become personal, unfortunately. And when there's a lack of communication in any relationship, if it's business or a personal relationship, lack of communication leads to animosity.